Camping tools here. Well, I guess the channel's been going for about 12 and a half years, and talking about outdoor products, showing me out and about in the wilds and that. But what I never really addressed, or only sparingly on the channel over those 12 and a half years, is anything to do with fitness, and you've got to be pretty fit to be enjoying the outdoors, and the fitter we are, the best we're going to get out of enjoying the outdoors without becoming potential liabilities. So on that note, I'm going to introduce to the channel now some videos on fitness. It doesn't have to be related to the outdoors specifically, but just general fitness. And I'm going to start with this age-old thing of chin-ups, being able to do chin-ups. Now, a lot of us, especially if you're a beginner to chin-ups, you might have commonly heard, well, I can't even lift my body weight, so I'd really like to be able to do chin-ups, but I just can't even lift myself off the ground. How can I do chin-ups? Well, I'm going to share with you some tips that I've learned over the years, specifically from climbing, on how I like to, or how I led into doing chin-ups. And I'm going to share those tips with you over the coming weeks. Because chin-ups are a great exercise. Chin-ups basically exercise everything from your lower abdominals right up to, your neck up here. And having really strong abdominal muscles, and of course concomitantly strong back muscles, you're just going to be in less a position to damage your back as you get older, or just from any possible work-related accident, things like that. So if you've got strong gut muscles, you should have strong opposing back muscles. That's really going to help in not to sustain any injuries. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they try to learn chin-ups, and that is they go to some bar, some horizontal bar, whether that's a specific bar in the gym or maybe a park, some exercise bars in a park, and they basically try to pull themselves off the ground, and they may well be able to do that several times. But what invariably happens is, if you do that and your body is not set up right to begin chin-ups, you're going to end up pulling some muscles for sure in the gut, possibly the chest, the back, in your traps, your trapezoid muscles that many nerves innervate those, and if you really damage your traps, it's going to be difficult to breathe, to get up out of bed in the morning, all those sorts of things, sometimes even to walk. And especially if you damage your chest muscles up here too, your gut muscles, you can't move your legs very well, all those things. And you could be laid up, if you're looking really good, you're doing some chin-ups, but you've not prepared for it, no warming up, it's not even warming up, you just haven't got the muscle set to do it, and what happens is you end up really blowing a gut, literally, and it's not very nice, and you might even give up on the idea of doing chin-ups because you just thought, well, can't do them, I've hurt myself. So what I've found is, in order to do chin-ups successfully without getting any injuries, and that is, you have to work on certain muscles, and a lot of people don't realize you're not actually using your arms alone to pull yourself up during a chin-up. You have to use your stomach muscles, and that's really important. So on that note, we're going to start with looking at exercises to strengthen the stomach muscles. All of these exercises, you do not need to do them in a gym. You can find some horizontal, like these play bars in parks and things like that. You just need something sturdy to hang off. It doesn't have to be hanging off a cliff or anything like that. And by the end of this series of exercises, I hope that some of the things that you will have achieved, I hope, will be really strong hands, really strong grip strength. Can't guarantee you'll have grip strength as strong as pliers, but if you continue to do the exercise, you will end up with strong grip strength, among other things. As in all exercising, if you feel that you need to, I would certainly check with your doctor to make sure that you can do these exercises I'm about to show you. That's really important, not just to lunge into them. You are going to get aching muscles doing these exercises. That is completely normal, but there's a big difference between having some muscles which are aching and you've done some work, as opposed to that you cannot move, you cannot get out of bed, because then you've overdone it, and you're going to have a longer rest period. So these exercises will be divided up into various repetitions. You need to do these repetitions, and you need to do them for as many times as you can do them, of course, to your own limits, because everybody's got a different physique. The thing I'd like to say really quickly is that everybody has their own techniques, I'm sure, at doing chin-ups. This is just my technique.